What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, and I'm here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm. It is very important so that more people can, get this information. That it works by basically YouTube seeing that y'all like the content and YouTube will push it further. Now, without further ado, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Then come join our private investment community here on Facebook, Private Stock Market Game. As you can see, we're over 6,200 active investors in here, all learning and growing with each other. And I also provide some of my free 99 alerts. And, some of the plays come up as well from the members also. So tap in with us. Join on Twitter or follow me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco to make sure you get inside the private investment community. If you're not following me on Twitter, you most likely will not be added into the community. So we got a few things that I wanted to cover real quick before we get into, the overall crypto price check and then, a deeper dive into Bitcoin and Shiba Inu. But first, we got a couple posts here from Watcher Guru reminding us about the Shiba Inu Guru AMA that will be Tuesday, February 22nd at 5 p.m. So we will be covering this, attending this, the whole nine. So make sure y'all subscribe. We'll be breaking this down, basically summing up the important points for y'all. So that way you can just basically get everything you need to know without having to, waste too much time. So, Canadian situation is why cryptocurrency exists, says Vitalik Buterin at the Ethereum conference in Denver. So I believe that was because the Canadian officials are blocking, Bitcoin that were donated to truckers during a controversial time. We'll try to get into more of that in a little bit, but something that was major here that, causes a lot of stir is Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin was seen wearing Shiba Inu pajama pants at the Ethereum conference in Denver. So that's something else to pay attention to. That's going to, provide or cause a lot of, hype. A lot of people are going to, take that as a sign, as a clue. And I believe he also knows what he's doing as well. So that's just him showing a little support to the community without having to say too much, if you ask me. So, here's just in, the Canadian government sent a Mariva injunction to Nunchuk.io, ordering them to freeze Bitcoin wallets and disclose user information. Here's how the team responded to the government. So we have to pay attention to what governments are trying to do, and we also see how companies or collectives in the space are responding to these government officials. So dear the Ontario Superior Court of Justice, Nunchuk is a self-custodial, collaborative multi-sig Bitcoin wallet. We are a software provider, not a custodial financial intermediary. Our software is free to use. It allows people to eliminate single points of failure and store Bitcoin in the safest way possible while preserving privacy. We do not collect any user identification information beyond email addresses. We also do not hold any keys. Therefore, we cannot freeze our users' assets. We cannot prevent them from being moved. We do not have knowledge of the existence, nature, value, and location of our users' assets. This is by design. Please look up how self-custody and private keys work. When the Canadian dollar becomes worthless, we will be here to serve you too. Sincerely, the Nunchuk team. That was a very bold statement firing back at the Ontario Superior Court of Justice. The Nunchuk team, I'm very proud of them with that statement, letting them know that they are not going to fold and, they can't even if they wanted to, but we have to pay attention that, government officials are trying to force their hand and put their thumb down on some of these, companies. So just in, Coinbase has awarded $250,000 to a white hat hacker for finding an exploit that potentially saved billions. So I think that was well worth it. For y'all that don't know, there are people who are hackers, but they hack on the good side. So they look at major exchanges and websites and things that are supposed to be secure, and they attempt to hack them, but then they provide the details. If they're successful at hacking it, they provide those details to the company on how to improve, or just, about the exploit. And in turn, some of these companies will reward these white hat hackers for, potentially saving them a lot more money. As you can see here, it said potentially saved billions. So for them to give him $250,000, $250,000 from saving billions, I think that was well worth it. So, shout out to him. So, So here's a post from Shib token. Hi Shib Army. We hope you're having a good day. Shiba Guru AMA 2/22/22 5 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whether you're on the East Coast, that'll be at 8 p.m. West Coast 5 p.m. So this is very exciting. This is very exciting. We'll have 3 Shiba Inu speakers: Queenie, Archangel, and Shib Informer. So this is gonna be very exciting. So key topic: the doggy DAO, the ecosystem, wellies, metaverse, Shiba Inu games, Shiboshis, and a special guest Satoshi K and William Volk, as well as community panelists Kelly Ann Collins, community panelist Rodney Cipher, and it looks like that's it for that. So also Elon Musk plans to create a futuristic diner/drive-in theater located in the Hollywood area. You'll be able to pay in Dogecoin as well. So what does this sound like? What did we just officially see the first cryptocurrency begin to attempt to do with the IRL restaurant? We seen Shiba Inu bring the Wellies franchise on board, and now we're starting to see other people connect the dots. I told y'all this will be a domino effect, and other people will recognize the power here of what's going on, and they'll try to become involved as well, because this is something that has never been done before. Being able to merge crypto with a brick and mortar real life restaurant, which can potentially have food and things listed on the blockchain where you can track where everything came from, potentially have its own NFTs as well, and create smart or quick designer franchises that could pop up across different nations, the United States, everywhere. I believe Elon Musk is aware of this. He has the funds to be able to do so. So let's just say he did try to mix up the movie theater industry, which is having a lot of trouble right now. That would be unique to create a franchise of drive-in dinner theaters. That would be unique where you can pay in crypto. I think he has something there. So let's keep going. Also, something that was very important for us to talk about: the Fed approves a rule banning its officials from trading stocks, bonds, and also cryptocurrency. So this was just approved. Federal Reserve officials will be restricted from owning individual stocks, bonds, and other assets under rules announced Friday that were set forth in October. The new regulations extended and banned to cryptocurrencies, which were not included in the previous announcement. They follow a controversy last year in which several officials traded positions just ahead of the Fed's extraordinary measures to help the economy through the COVID crisis. So I've been talking about that for a while. My background is in day trading, stocks and stock options, and I'm very familiar with the Tesla company. And we seen back in 2020, we seen a lot of these government officials, Nancy Pelosi, shout out to y'all reaching out to the channel, Nancy Pelosi, her husband, and those taking out, going long on stock options, on Tesla and other EV based stocks, knowing that, this major EV boom was about to happen. So right after they placed their bets, essentially, next, we get all this legislation passed and giving out EV credits and all this money being pumped into the market. And it's like, come on now, that's not, if anything is insider trading, that has to be insider trading. The officials who help make the laws, how could they not know, which stocks are going to perform well over the next, quarter or year? But Federal Reserve officials won't be able to trade a slew of assets, including stocks and bonds, as well as cryptocurrencies, under new rules that became formal Friday, following up on regulations announced in October. The Policy-Making Federal Open Market Committee announced that most of the restrictions will take effect May 1st. Pay attention to that date, y'all. The rules will cover FOMC members, regional bank presidents, and a raft of other officials, including staff officers, bond desk managers, and Fed employees who regularly attend board meetings. They also extend to spouses and minor children. The Federal Reserve expects the additional staff will become subject to all parts of these rules after the completion of further review and analysis. A release announcing the rules stated, "The rules aim to support public confidence in the impartiality and integrity of the committee's work by guarding against even the appearance of any conflict of interest," the statement said. Central bank officials acted after disclosure last year that several senior Fed officials had been trading individual stocks and stock funds just before the time the central bank adopted sweeping measures aimed at boosting the economy in the early days of the COVID spread. So they were able to basically make a lot of money. And now, after they done ran it up, now, you know, the law's in where they gotta stop doing it. You know, it's crazy to me. Like a major part of me running this channel is, you know, to level the playing field for us and spread this information and try to, you know, help more people become informed about other ways to be able to participate in this space and make money, because I'm telling you, they are not playing fair with us, y'all. They're getting richer and richer and trying to, you know, continue to increase this the wealth gap in between us. And we got to close that, y'all. We can't just sit back and allow this to happen. So that's why it's important to watch these videos, to continue to, you know, do your due diligence in this space, learn about everything that's coming out, you know, learn how you can become involved, how you can provide value, you know, how you can use your skills in this space as well. It's crazy, y'all. But let's keep going with this article. But that be really riling me up. But the announcement Friday extended to the ban of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, which were not mentioned in the original announcement in October. Under the regulations, officials still holding market positions will still have 12 months to shed prohibited positions. New Fed officials will have 6 months to do so. In the future, officials covered by the new rules must give 45 days notice before making any permissible asset purchases, a restriction that will go into effect July 1st. They will then have to hold those positions for at least a year and will be banned from any trading during the periods of heightened financial market stress. I like that. There is no set definition of the term, which will be determined by the Fed chair and the board's general counsel. Along with stocks, bonds, and crypto, the ban extends to commodities, foreign currencies, sector index funds, derivatives, short positions, and agency securities, or using margin debt to buy assets. Congress has been debating a measure that will also restrict its members from owning individual stocks, though it has not been yet adopted. So I believe this is going to shake the market up a lot, y'all, you know, especially once we see, you know, those people who are making a killing right now. And what a lot of people don't know is our government officials, a lot of their spouses are the CEOs and top executives of these Fortune 500 companies. You wouldn't know that, you know, this lawmaker is married to the CEO and executive of this top, company. So, you know, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes that, you know, a lot of people don't know of, and it's just important to stay on top of this. Now, I think with this happening, we have to really keep our ear to the streets and pay attention how the market reacts, because we could see a complete, you know, some volatility, like basically a tantrum happen in the market from all these, you know, officials who are upset about this. You know, I believe we're going to see some of them, yes, probably try to play it smart and hold their positions to the most profitable point to sell during this next 12 months. But also we can see some type of backlash. I'm just, you know, I don't know for sure, but I'm just letting y'all know that that is a possibility. So I want y'all to be mindful of that. But let's see what else we got here. We got another article. Crypto crash. Bitcoin now braced for a $100 trillion bombshell that could boost the price of Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Cardano, and XRP. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices have swung wildly in the recent months as the crypto market rebounded from a sharp sell-off, despite a serious JP Morgan Bitcoin price warning. The Bitcoin price has dropped from almost 50,000 per Bitcoin at the beginning of 2022, falling to lows at just over 30,000 last month before regaining ground. Ethereum, its rivals, BNB, Solana, and Cardano, as well as Ripple XRP, have also seen extreme volatility as traders panic, though some remain convinced the crypto market will recover. Now, amid a fresh Bitcoin and crypto price crash sparked by the escalating situation in the Ukraine, outspoken Bitcoin and crypto bull Tom Lee has said he expects a portion of the almost $100 trillion worth of wealth to eventually flow into the crypto markets, citing the fast-changing regulatory landscape as a potential catalyst. So this is something that, you know, that could shake the markets up. He says, crypto price predictions, $100,000 Bitcoin could come even sooner than you think, with the Ethereum leading the way. JP Morgan warns big investors are suddenly dumping Bitcoin for Ethereum amid a $150 billion crypto price crash. China's supposed Bitcoin ban fails to crash market as Twitter adds crypto payments in historic first. So I told y'all earlier this week that Twitter made it so that way users can tip creators in Ethereum. That is amazing, y'all. We're starting to see so much mass adoption. I told y'all yesterday the railroads and the highways are being laid right now, so it's important to start, you know, finding your place in the space. I'm telling y'all, do not just sit along the sidelines as only solely investors. You know, you want to also get involved as well. So if I had, let me know if y'all paying attention to me when I say that. Do y'all understand I'm being serious when I let y'all know that? Drop in the comment section if you've been thinking about how to apply your skills in this space. So if I had to say what's the simplest way for a big step function to happen in crypto, it's really getting existing generations of investors in the US, not new investors, to actually begin willing to allocate to Bitcoin. Lee, head of research and managing partner at crypto-focused independent research boutique, said, and 76% of all the wealth in America is controlled by people over the age of 65. So that's nearly $100 trillion held by people that think Bitcoin is still kind of a hobby or things that people who live in the basement play with. So think about it, y'all. $100 trillion is held by, so 76% of the wealth in all America, which is over $100 trillion, is held by people over the age of 65 years old. Right now, we are in the process of the greatest wealth transfer in history. The biggest wealth transfer is happening right now. We're seeing the most money transfer from, you know, people that had it, you know, whether they're transferring it to, you know, their younger generations or, you know, their heirs, or, you know, people that hasn't had it yet and are starting to become new millionaires and billionaires. That's what we're starting to see. The time is right now. It's still the wild, wild west of this time, y'all. You got to get involved. So Lee pointed to evolving regulations as helping to ease the flow of money into Bitcoin and top 10 cryptocurrencies by value. Ethereum, BNB, Solana, and Cardano, and Ripple's XRP. This week, it was reported that the Biden administration could issue a long-awaited executive order as soon as next week that would direct governmental agencies to study Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies with a view to come up with a government-wide strategy to regulate digital assets. I think regulation could actually unlock a lot of that movement, Lee said. Just imagine 2% out of the $100 trillion allocated to crypto. You could see 5 to 10 times the increase in total network value. So this is something for the people who always say, do you know how much Shib's overall market cap would have to reach in order to, see 1 cent? Here's the money here, y'all. Here's the money here. If we get these older investors, that whole majority of the wealth in the United States as well as throughout the world to take crypto serious, and some of that $100 trillion just in the United States alone starts to pour into the crypto space, we can see easily, 50, I'll say it easy. Once this money's transferred to new hands, right now in the current hands that it's in, to 65 and up, maybe they might be a little bit, more reluctant to invest. But once that money transfers to a younger generation, I'll say 50% of that money can be going into crypto. So that's about $50 trillion that can enter the crypto space. Now, $50 trillion comes in and we see, just do the math, y'all. It can get spread out wherever it wants. Trust me, Shiba Inu will be receiving a large portion of that because it has one of the greatest ecosystems, one of the most active development teams that is trusted by the community, one of the, if not the strongest community in especially guaranteed the meme coin space, but almost in the altcoin space. If you look, Shiba Inu is #1 trending on Twitter day after day after day. More people know about Shiba Inu almost than Ethereum. It's happening. So now let's take a look at the price, or at least starting to learn about Shiba Inu than Ethereum. So let's refresh this real quick, see where the market is at. We're up 9% on the day right now. Okay, Bitcoin up 0.25% back at that $40,000 level. Did we dip last night under 30 under 40 real quick for a minute? Let me see. We must have dipped under. Okay, I can see that we did. We dipped to that 39 level last night, to that 39,425 level, 488 around there. Zoom back out. Where are we at? We're on a day chart. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's pull some of our indicators out and see, how is Bitcoin looking, because we got some information about the news. We got some of the FUD, we got some of the, bullish catalysts that can potentially help. And let's take a look at some of the indicators and see where we are. So we got some doji candles forming. We had a nice big red candle, not too big, but it was pretty confident to move us to the downside. And then we saw doji candles form back to back, 3 of them. Now, if you look left in a chart around this range, we found some confidence in the market, which we seen resistance right above this point. So unless we get some good news coming in, we could see Bitcoin dip right back under to around that 37,000 range just about, and find support potentially. As you see, that's where our lower Bollinger Band is indicating, as well as if we go back and look where the where this confidence came in, it was right around that range as well. So that money might come off the table. They might just pull it back just a hair, shake some people's stop losses out, and then let the price, continue to move back up as buyers step in and buy it on a discount. Because you got to remember, all the smart money wants to buy it cheaper. They're not just buying it at any time. They're waiting for the price to become cheaper. So let's go down. Let's take a look at ETH. ETH is at 2760 today, under 3,000. If it just keeps pulling back like this, I'm just sitting on the sidelines waiting to continue to accumulate more at a very cheap price. But, ETH is one of my favorite. I don't really like all the gas fees we need. I'm betting on BNB to overtake ETH one day, but I am holding a lot of ETH, because I do believe in it, the ecosystem. Basically almost majority of the other projects are built off of the ERC20 chain. So it's like, how could you not believe in ETH? XRP, 81 cent, up 3.5%. XRP is one of my 10-year plus holds, y'all. I believe XRP will potentially be the future of the banking system. That's why they're trying to hold this lawsuit against them for so long and trying their best to be able to, squeeze them out. So Cardano is just under $1 right now, up 0.08%. And we got Doge at 14. Now let's take a look at Shib. So Shib is looking like it's following Bitcoin at the moment. We just had Shib doing really well though, surpassing Bitcoin, trading on its own, which was a very good sign. So we're finding support right here in this range, right before we seen a lot of confidence come in and it get taken right off the table. So most likely they want to push it back down as volume falls. We could pull out some indicators. I'm just eyeballing this, trying to determine and make an educated decision. It's not like I have a crystal ball here. I'd have been a trillionaire already. But it looks like the price wants to slip under this mid Bollinger Band right here. A lot of confidence did hold the price here, but we see in this area, if we go look even further, the price did run down. So it might just shake some people out, give smart money a chance to buy it even cheaper around that 20 level at its lowest. It might pull back to. That's not what I'm saying I want it to do. A lot of people get mad at me when I do the technical analysis and show the low points, but this is just what the indicators are indicating. So it could pull back to that 20 level if it doesn't hold here. If it holds here, then we might see some bullish momentum come in and push the price up around that 35 level. So if you buy now and we go to that 35 level, you just made basically a 27%, 28% return on your money if you buy now and we return to those 35 levels. So that's pretty much all we got for this. I'm just, being patient, letting the market do what it do. Right now I'm not buying in these prices. I would definitely want to see a cheaper price. If we get back down to those 17s, 19s, I might start buying again, but it looks like it wants to pull to those 20s. But if we see the 20, it might wick down a little further to give the smartest of the smartest money an even better chance to buy. So y'all can set those buy orders around the 20 level, around the 19 level if you're interested in loading more up on the dip in case it flashes down real quick. But also, if you want to just, add to the bag right here, it's not bad too, because notice, this is what happens. We see the price hit the top Bollinger Band. It trades, it bounces back, rejects, and it trades off the mid Bollinger Band, and it could, find some support here and begin to take off. So you would have, this, you would be able to go in this direction if it does, so just keep that in mind. But appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, like button for the YouTube algorithm. Let me know if there's any projects you want me to check out. Also, if you're investing and you're at the point where you're trying to take this serious and take your trading to the next level, and you do not understand how to read this data on the chart or use these indicators or understand chart patterns, I highly recommend you get my technical analysis course right now. During a lot of y'all don't know, but February is Black History Month. But for the rest of this month, the price will be on sale, and I'll be allowing a lot more people to jump in and learn this information so that way you can become a better trader. You won't have to just buy and wait for an undetermined amount of time until you learn how to make money. You'll know how to look at the chart, buy at a prime price, and sell it at a higher price to be able to do this over and over and over again to continuously make money each and every day. So that's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.